One sunny morning, Kilo, the adventurous cat, and Minty, the curious mouse, were buzzing with joy. Today they were flying to the Arctic, a place of icebergs and snowy adventures. As their plane zigged through the sky, they pressed their noses against the cool glass, gazing in awe at the sparkling icebergs below. "Wow, these icebergs are humongous!" exclaimed Minty. "Yes, they are, and they're even bigger than you think." Did you know that 90% of the iceberg is actually underwater? Said Kilo. "That's so amazing!" exclaimed Minty. Their plane landed with a gentle bump, and they were welcomed by a husky named Toro. "Welcome to the Arctic. Are you ready for your first adventure?" asked Toro. Kilo and Minty nodded excitedly. "Strap in, friends. It's sledding time," Toro announced. A pack of huskies, each with fur fluffier than the last, pulled the sled with Toro leading the way. "Yippee!" Minty cheered as they hopped onto the sled. The sled took off like a rocket over the icy ground, and they both laughed as the cold wind tickled their faces. They zoomed past glittering snowbanks and over frosty hills until they reached a famous ice fishing spot. "Let's try fishing Arctic style," Kilo said, showing Minty how to cut a hole in the ice. Minty was so excited he nearly slipped into the hole, but caught himself just in time. "Whoa, that was slippery," he chuckled. Suddenly, a soft whimpering caught their attention. A little polar bear cub, with fur as white as snow, sat shivering on a small ice floe. "Hello there, what's making you so sad?" Kilo asked gently, walking over with Minty. "I'm Lola, and I'm lost. I can't find my mommy anywhere," the cub sniffled, her little nose quivering. "Don't worry, Lola. We'll help you find her," Minty said bravely, puffing out his chest. Lola perked up a bit. "I live by a huge iceberg shaped like an elephant's trunk." "I know that place," Tora barked, "but it's tricky to get there now because the ice melted." Just as they were wondering what to do, a sparkling narwhal with a long tusk surfaced with a splash. "A real-life narwhal," Minty gasped in amazement. "The unicorn of the sea," Kilo exclaimed. "Hi there, I was just swimming across, and I heard the little bear cub crying." "Is everything okay?" the narwhal asked. Kilo quickly explained their situation to the narwhal. "Hop on my back and hold tight to my tusk. I'll whisk you across the water." "That's a great idea," says Kilo and Minty. Toro agreed to meet them on the other side with his boat. Carefully, Kilo, Minty, and Lola climbed onto the narwhal's back, their paws slipping slightly on the wet surface. They gripped the smooth tusk, marveling at its cool polished feel. "Ready?" the narwhal asked, and without waiting for an answer, dove gracefully into the water, creating a splash that felt like a burst of chilly Arctic air. As the narwhal swam, it picked up speed, and the world around them turned into a blur of icy blue and white. They zipped past ice floes and glaciers, the cold sea splashing their faces, making them giggle and squeal with delight. "Look down," the narwhal called out. Below them, the clear waters offered a glimpse into the mysterious world beneath the ice. As they reached the shore, the narwhal said, "I hope you find your mommy soon. Thank you for bringing me closer to my mommy," said Lola. "Thank you so much for your help," said Kilo. "Yes, for the most unforgettable ride ever," said Minty. With a gracious nod and a flick of its majestic tusk, the narwhal dipped below the waves, leaving behind a trail of sparkling sea foam. As they walked along the shore, Lola shouted, "It's the elephant trunk iceberg near my home." "Wow, that really does look like an elephant trunk," exclaimed Kilo. Just then, Lola spotted her mother who had been waiting for her. "Mommy," Lola shouted, bounding across the ice. "My little star," her mother cried, embracing Lola with a big warm hug. "Thank you, brave travelers, for bringing back my baby," she said, tears of joy rolling down her cheeks. "Please join us for dinner." That night, they feasted with the polar bears, enjoying the freshest fish they had ever tried. After dinner, Toro arrived in his boat, ready to ferry them back. "Look, Kilo, the northern lights," Minty said excitedly. "It's so beautiful," Kilo exclaimed. "Our most magical trip ever," they both proclaimed, their smiles stretching from ear to ear. Under the magical northern lights, Toro's boat brought them back to their igloo, where they drifted off to sleep, dreaming of their next adventure. To be continued. Please subscribe for more Kilo and Minty stories.